Hey YouTube, Jacob with Good To Go Gear, here to do a video on my new Spyderco Shaman Salt. Man, the Shaman is one of my favorite Spyderco models. Probably not one of them, probably my favorite Spyderco model. And they finally came out with a Salt edition with a CPM MagnaCut blade. It's the same Shaman from what I can tell that we all know and love. It has a stainless steel liner in it. It has a DLC coated MagnaCut steel blade. The G10 is contoured. It's not that kind of sandpaper G10 that we normally see. You get the standard compression lock. Of course, you get the 4-position reversible pocket clip. If you're not familiar with the Shaman, the overall length is 8 1/4 inches. The blade length is 3.58 inches. You get a 0.15 thick blade, 1.15 thick blade. It's a drop point, full flat grind. The handle length is 4.67 inches, and the weight is 5.2 ounces. I love that they made the Salt Series, and I believe the Salt Paramilitary 2, the ones they're coming out with now, so I think they're still retaining the liners. I mean, that's outstanding. I don't know if you can see it in there with the lighting. It does still have the phosphor bronze washers, which I love. Again, the compression lock, and it's just kind of like a reverse liner lock if you're not familiar with it. This piece here is about to shoot over, and then you just press it, and it's kind of like a reverse liner lock. I prefer the compression lock. It makes for a great fidget factor. Of course, you get your Spidey hole. If you see the shiny stuff on it here, I painted it with my wife's clear fingernail polish. I've never had MagnaCut rust, but the only spot I've ever had issues with is where they get into the grain of the steel when they do the laser etching, but that was on a different steel. So now I just kind of do it. You do what you want to do. It's all blacked out. The only spot where I see silver on it is this little piece back here, like the blade stop, I guess. That piece is silver, and it pokes out a little bit here and here on both sides. I love this. I love the way the contour G10 feels versus the standard kind of, I guess, sandpaper-like finish that most of the Spyderco knives are. But I love this. Like I said, this is probably going to be my new everyday carry knife. A little bit about the Salt series. So I have one of the original Spyderco Salts. This is in the H1 steel. I've had this one for years. My only issue with it is I can never get it sharp. I mean, it is sharp. It is sharp enough. I've used it to cut bait and stuff like that. But I can't get it like hair shaving sharp. I've used it on the stone. I do it on my ceramic. I've even put this knife. I don't like to do that on my nice knives, but I've even put this knife on the Work Sharp, the belt grinder. And I just can't get it sharp. I don't know what the deal is with this H1 steel, but I can't get it sharp. But this has the H1 steel, kind of the bi-directional handle material. The reason you see this long thing on here is because this is actually my second one. The first one I got, I had it about a week. And I was sitting down in a chair at work, and my pocket clip kind of hit the arm of the chair. And it's just one screw that kind of holds this thing in. And it's kind of recessed, if you can see down in the plastic. When I sat down and it caught that chair, it bent this and broke the plastic. So I sent it to Spyderco, and I don't know if they sent me a whole new knife or just new handle scales. I'm not sure. The pocket clip still showed some wear, so I honestly don't know. But all I can tell you is that the handle was fixed. So what I do with this is when I don't use the pocket clip anymore, I just stick it in my pocket, and it kind of falls down in there, and this piece comes up where I can just reach in and grab it. And also when I go floundering and stuff down in the coast, I have this green, I think they call it paracord, but it's got like little reflective stuff in it. So if I were to accidentally drop it in the water or something, hopefully maybe my light would hit it and I'd be able to find the knife, because I don't like the yellow salts. The next salt knife that I have is this one. I've done some customization to it. This is the Spyderco Manix 2. It's in the MagnaCut steel. Again, I painted it. Mostly because this is polished, but this is down into the grain, the etching. This one I put some bronze liners on, or brass liners on, or handles. I bought a second Manix 2 with CPM S30V and took the liners off. I like a knife that has the liners. I probably didn't need it for the brass, but brass can be soft. So I prefer to have stainless steel liners. This thing is hefty. You can see I got the tritium insert. You know, I've customized this one. I like this one, but I will be honest, the brass scales make this knife extremely heavy. So I don't carry it as often. But this was the first that I know of. This is the first Spyderco that came with MagnaCut in the Salt series. And it did come, I have it in the other room. I have the yellow handles. I think it has ceramic ball in it. It's just all broke. That part's just all broke apart in the other room. But I have taken this one floundering, and it will make your swim shorts kind of pull down. These brass liners are quite hefty. To where now we have what in my opinion is probably the perfect Spyderco Salt. They have the Para 2 in Spyderco. They have a lot of knives now that are in the Salt series. I think they have the Para 2, the Manix. I think you have the OGs, you have the Native. But now, in my opinion, you got the perfect one. You got the Spyderco Shaman, still with the stainless steel liners. I like that you get it in black. I like the different contour on it. You know, I don't know if you can hear that, but you push this way, you get some grip. You push this way, you get some grip. So it's kind of reminiscent of this old bi-directional kind of original Spyderco grip. Same thing, if you push this way, you maintain some grip. And if you pull this way, you maintain that grip. So I don't know how they do that, but I love it. The only thing is I've been so used to carrying my Benchmade PSK with a deep carry clip that this knife, I put it in my pocket and it sticks up so far. I'm probably gonna take this deep carry pocket clip. This is another Shaman that I've got. This Shaman is in, I got the custom micarta grip. I have a deep carry pocket clip on it. This is in CPM M4. Again, I painted it because this knife's bad about rusting. Like I said, I love the Shaman. I think this one makes my 5th one. I have 2 in the CPM M4, one S30V, one CTS 204P, and then now the MagnaCut. And so yeah, I'm probably just gonna switch the pocket clip out on this one. And this was one of my beater ones that you can see some of the, I don't know, I guess you call it patina on the micarta where it's carried. I have taken it off, like taken the scales off and washed them with like warm soapy water and a sponge, because they will get kind of grungy with the oil. Some of it comes off. You can still see kind of the pocket wear. I like it. I like that part of it. I don't like when it gets too kind of oil soaked from your hands or sweat. But I like that you can take them off and wash it. But yeah, anyway, the new Spyderco Shaman Salt MagnaCut blades, stainless steel liners, phosphor bronze washers, great G10 feels to it. Yeah, anyway, Jacob, good to go gear. Thanks.